Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here at the other garage today, playing around, doing a little bit of plinking. And we've got another wet and rainy, very raw day outside, but the wind is howling. It is 20 to 30 mile an hour normal. We had a place just to the west of us this morning report over a 50 mile an hour wind gust. So definitely keeping it indoors today, but we got a pretty cool new rifle in from the good folks over at Norica, sent to me through Pyramid Air, so I really appreciate both of those companies taking care of us here on the Walnut and Steel channel. Got a nice hot cup of coffee, good to go. But we have got the Norica Omnia ZRS wood, so that's a whole mouthful to say. This one is actually the 177 version, and this rifle does come in 177, 22, and 25 caliber. I've seen a few reviews on, I've only seen one review on the wood stock one, and that was in the 25 caliber version. I've seen several versions on the 177, and it was a really pretty positive review, so I'm really hopeful that this one's going to give me some good performance there as well. I haven't shot a lot. I've shot a handful of shots to zero it up. Now, most of the guys that I have been seeing on reviews say that this thing takes 150, 200 shots to really settle down and start to break in. So if we don't see absolutely great groups today, I'm not going to be too disappointed. I don't know if it's because of excessive construction lube or something needed to burn off before it'll settle down, but we'll see how it's going to do. They do say this thing is up to 1,000 feet per second. Most of the tests that I've seen other people do are in the 900 to mid 900s range, but we're going to go ahead and test it. The garage here, if you guys aren't familiar, is 21 yards from where I'm sitting to the target. I do have a couple different pellets we're going to try out here, and the first ones I actually did the zeroing with were the Crossman Premier Hollow Points. Then I have some Barracuda matches. These are a 10.65, and then I have some Air Arms Diablo Fields. They're an 8.4 grain, and then I have some Norma Golden Trophy FT Heavies. These are ones that were actually sent over to me by Hank over at Indiana Air Guns, part of the care package he sent to me a while back, and these are a 9.1 grain. So if you guys aren't familiar with this gun at all, it is Norica's, I would say their flagship break barrel anyway. This is a wood stock. They don't list what kind of wood it is, I don't believe. If I had to guess, I would guess it was a beech with a dark walnut finish on it. But the upper part of this is an aluminum housing, and the ZRS of this actually stands for zero recoil, and the whole compression tube and barrel and everything can reciprocate back and forth. When you cock it, it pulls it out and locks it in place, and then when you shoot it, the barrel actually can recoil backwards, so you can mount any scope you want on this thing, and you're not going to have to worry about blowing your scope out with Springer recoil. So we're going to go ahead and shoot a couple groups with this thing, see how it does. This is by no means a full and comprehensive review. This is literally just getting it out and shaking it down first couple shots, trying it out. These are the Norma Golden Trophies. Let's go ahead and see where those go. Let's go right for the center. This does have an automatic setting safety. which I'm not a huge fan of. I gotta say that a few shots that I've taken with it, it's really is, there is zero recoil. There is no recoil felt by the shooter at all. And for a break barrel to be able to do that, there's only a couple of other guns that really have any kind of system that really works to eliminate your recoil like that. The Diana 54 has a similar, I don't know if it's exactly similar, but a similar concept of a sliding action. All right, that looks promising. It's got a medium to heavy cocking stroke. Not heavier than anything else I've ever shot, but it's medium heavy. JC over at Airgun Detectives did his review on, so they have a couple different versions of this. They have the like a polymer stock with aluminum upper that's all black, and then they have a polymer stock with a anodized red upper. They call that their fire version. And then they have this one with the anodized black upper with a wood stock. JC did a review on the Fire 177, and he said right off the bat it was very pellet picky, but after about 250, 300 shots, it really just kind of flattened right out, and then it was not pellet picky at all. So I'm hoping this will have similar, I'll have similar results with this one. The little bit that I've done with it so far, I'm not unhappy with the groups, but I would hope that a gun that costs this much would do better. Especially after being broken in. So this is it's got a really nice trigger, and from what I've heard and read, it is nicely adjustable as well. All right, it's not too bad. Got one kind of little flyer going high there. Still about an inch group, so that's not terrible for an unbroken in Springer. But that no recoil is pretty uncanny. I know the system is very, very different. Yeah. Reminds me of shooting the Diana Model 6 pistol, which has that GISS. I don't know what the GISS stands for, but it's the gear-driven reciprocating dual piston thing that they did, and that is just absolutely astounding the way that works. All right, so now I'm moving on to the Diablo fields. Let's see, let's try 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock, I mean. Okay. This is a beefy girl, a beefy piece for sure. Same hole. think the box said this, without a scope or anything on it, comes in right at about 8.8 pounds, which is pretty stout. I mean, I have other pellet guns that weigh more than that for sure. But it is thick. It's like, I play the bass in my church worship band, and I like a bass with a nice thin feeling neck, and so I kind of liken this thing to a, I'm not knocking anybody, I hope nobody takes offense to this, but play a 5-string PV bass. I've tried to get other brands of 5-string basses, and like the Fender, feels like you're holding a 2x4 in your hand to play it. This thing, it doesn't feel bad. This one kind of reminds me of that chunkiness of that huge bass neck. There we go. All right. That's not looking like a terrible group. More of these, and then we'll move on to the something else. Right, let's do one more of these, and then we'll. So just for reference, that red dot that we're aiming at right now is a 0.625 inch. So just a little over, about 5/8 of an inch. So right now we're looking at about a 3/4 inch group with that type of pellet. All right, so these Barracuda matches are the heaviest ones I brought out. They're a 10.65 grain. Boy, that wind is something going out there right now. Holy smokes. All right, let's see. Let's go. Let's try 9 o'clock. I'm not sure exactly where these are going to hit. Ooh, got a pretty good drop in that one. So I am using one of my new CV Life Bear Power scopes that they sent over. Really nice scopes. This one I actually had on my, you guys, if you watch my channel at all, you know I play switcheroo a lot with my scopes, but this one I originally tested on my Savage Model 93 17 HMR, and it did very well there. This is the 4 to 16 power version. All right. So far I'm really not displeased with any of those groups for a non-broken in unit. I would expect it would definitely settle in a lot better than that once you get a couple hundred shots through it. Maybe when I get back home, I don't know. I'll throw it across the chronograph and give you guys some numbers with that, but we'll wait and do a nice review on it and get some trigger pulls and stuff. This has got a really nice trigger. All right, that's looking like the best group so far. Maybe this guy likes some heavy stuff. pulled that one. All right, let's see, one more. Then we'll do some Crossman Premier hollow points, and then we'll wrap it up. Like I said, this is just the first look, just to give a idea what's good, what's bad. All right, except for that one I just pulled there, those all went into the one ragged hole. That was pretty nice. Let's do a quick group with these Crossman Premier hollow points, and then we'll wrap it up. Always got to at least try the Crossmans. Most of the time I'm pleasantly surprised with how they do. All right, let's go to 3 o'clock. Ooh, where did that go? All right, it's off to the right. I'm gonna take it up to 12 o'clock. Point of impact does seem to bounce around pretty good depending on the pellet. Ooh. That one went up off the target at 12 o'clock. Maybe it doesn't like these pellets. Ooh. So these are the lightest pellets out of the whole group that we've tested so far. It seemed like the heavier the pellet, the better it liked them. So maybe that's an indication of things we should shoot for here. All right. Do a couple more. It doesn't seem to like these ones too much though. Another one off the top at just above 12 o'clock. All right, note to self, the Norica does not like Crossmans. All right, I've seen enough of that. But yeah, it did really pretty good with the, so let's see, the Barracuda's the best, the Diablos were pretty good, Normas were not terrible, except for one flyer up above. What time we got here? Yeah, we're getting long already. I'll go ahead and wrap it up. I was going to try one more group with the Barracudas, but I don't want to, anything over 20 minutes and my eyes glaze over, so, but there you go. That's a really cool gun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for the channel. I've got some other great springers we can do head-to-head challenges with this guy with. But I really appreciate Norica giving me the chance to take a look at this. All I got to say is I have high hopes and good expectations for it. Pretty good results so far, and it's nowhere near even close to broken in yet. So I expect it's going to really do great once we get a good handful of probably less than a tin full of pellets through it, and it'll really settle out. So anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.